Liz here. I just tried to record this, but my phone got all messed up. Um, as you can probably tell, I'm sick. I have been sick now for about a week. I had every intention of um, restarting my fast on Monday, but I get sick. So, hopefully this will pass soon. And when it does, I'm going to be back on the fasting bandwagon. Um, I know that when you're sick is actually a really good time to start fasting. So you can devote more energy into curing whatever ails you. But when I'm sick, I'm home all day long by myself and I'm bored out of my mind. And it is fucking impossible. No, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. But it's very difficult for me to not eat. And which is why I've put on some weight in these. I mean, I'm sure you can tell. Um, I'm pretty swollen. My hands are swollen. My face is swollen. I mean, look at that. Yeah. But I'm really disappointed in myself, not gonna lie. Um, Not for being sick, but for having given in the first place. You know, the whole time I was fasting, my kids were sick, but I was fine. And probably because my immune system had all the energy it needed from not, I wasn't digesting anything, so my body had all the energy it needed to fight whatever, bad things. And then I started eating, and now I'm sick. So, yay. I'm going to try and keep this short. I'm not really sure how much I weigh right now. I know it's got to be close to like 126. I definitely put on weight. I know that for sure. A lot of it's water, but it doesn't matter. It's still there. And I'm in a really weird space right now. I'm just really disappointed in myself for giving in and eating on Friday. I feel like I've really lost a lot of time now, especially since I'm sick and I'm stuck home all day long, and it's really difficult for me to not eat when I'm just like not doing anything. I definitely have a boredom eating problem. Um, I feel like I really lost a lot of time, and I'm so worried that I'm not going to make my goals. I don't know if I've ever like actually said this said this on YouTube, but my husband's coming home from Lebanon in December, and like mid-December, and I want to be under 180 pounds or 100. I want to be under 200 pounds when that happens, when he gets back. My husband's actually never seen me that small. Um, I was 220 when we met, or 230 when we met, maybe a little bit bigger. I was 250-ish when we got married, I think. No, probably not that big. Because I was like 108 kilos when I found out I was pregnant. And that was like a month later. Um, maybe 240 or 230 something. So anyway, I was never small with my husband. And my husband is a soldier. My husband is special forces. And he's in damn good shape. And he looks very good. And I want to be in good shape and be good too. I want to be able to keep up with him and be active with him the way that he enjoys being active. And I also enjoy being active. I just haven't been active like that in years. And so my goal is to be under 200 pounds by the time he gets back. And right now it is September 26th. And I still have like 80 pounds to lose. And that's a lot of weight to lose because I've only got like 80 days left. That's like a pound a day. And people are like, what, a pound a day? You can't possibly lose a pound a day. You can if you fast. Do I think that I'll be down to my ultimate goal, which is like 178 pounds? Not really. I don't think I can get down that far before he gets home because I've got Kim Jong and stuff to do later in the year. In November, there's Kim Jong, so I probably won't have time for that. Like I'll have to stop eating, or I'll have to start eating again for that because of the whole thing. All the mothers are gathering to drop their kids off, and I don't want to be here for that. It's always nice to be the one crazy white lady, talking to herself alone in a truck. In case you don't know, I live in Korea. I live on a military compound in Korea for Koreans. This is, my husband is a Korean man. So I am the only foreigner in my area. I am certainly the only Westerner. And whew, what sticks out worse than a 300-pound white woman with dreadlocks in the middle of a Korean military establishment where all of the wives are the size of models, look like a bunch of models too. I mean, they're all gorgeous. So, yeah. And I'm in here alone in the truck talking to myself. So, anyway, those are my goals. And I know that I can lose weight. I know that I can do it effectively. I know that I can do it efficiently. But I have to get in there. I have to commit. Like, I have to just do it. And I have to admit, like, I thought the physical part was going to be the hard part. I thought that I was going to have a hard time losing weight because I was, like, my body would be always hungry and I wouldn't be able to stop myself from eating because I'm hungry. Because that's the way it was when I was breastfeeding. I would get the physical cue for hunger and I felt like I was dying and I would eat. And I was so ravenous and I couldn't stop myself. And I thought, oh, that's what it's going to be like. Like, that's going to be the difficult part. It's not true. And physically, it's so easy for me to not eat. But mentally, it's that wanting something in my mouth, wanting the taste of fat. I crave fat. Now that I'm keto, I crave fat. And, like right now I want, bacon and eggs. And I want sausage. I don't even think I have sausage in the house. But that's what I want. And now that I'm keto, I crave keto foods, which is, great because I don't want to be craving the other shit. But I don't want to be craving food either. That's the thing. I don't want to crave food. I don't want to be so out of control of my own addiction that the thought of food makes me get up and leave. Like, makes me get up and get food. I'm not hungry. And that's the thing. I want to fast long enough to break this addiction. I want to be able to look at food and not feel a fucking thing. And I don't know how long that's going to take. And I don't care. Well, I mean, I do care. You know, at some point, I'm going to run out of fat. But that's the thing. I want to look and feel the way my husband looks at it. You know, my husband looks at food like it's nothing. He can eat anything. Anything. He can eat anything. You know, if it doesn't matter if you scraped it off the side of the road. To my husband, if it's fuel, he will eat it. He doesn't have to taste good. He doesn't have to like it. In fact, it can completely disgust him, and he will still eat it. But at the same token, he doesn't give a shit about cookies and crackers and anything. There's nothing that he craves. There is nothing. There is no food that has power over my husband. I want that level of apathy towards food. I want that level of apathy. And I'm noticing more and more that when I do slip up, when I do cheat, it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste as good. You know, I had a cookie I think it was yesterday or the day before. I had a cookie, and first cookie I've had in months. Actually, it was really gross. It was kind of bland and hard, and as surprising as that sounds, I did not enjoy it. So I feel like I'm getting there. It's the mental barriers that I have to get through. I don't know why I have this feeling like I'm going to miss out. Like, if I don't eat it now, it's going to be gone. But who cares if it's gone? Like, it's not like I can't. There's no food shortage. I am not experiencing a food shortage. That's the thing. Like, I spent some time in my college days homeless and destitute. And there was a period of time in my life where I didn't have any food. And I was eating, once a day, if that. A lot of the times I was going a couple days without food. And I developed this really bad complex about food. And it's become a monster. And I think part of that is, I'm afraid that I'm never going to have food. There's still part of me that is concerned that I won't have food. And I don't know how to get through that. Like, I don't know how to break through all of these mental laws that I've created inside of my head, or these mental belief systems that I've created inside my head from childhood, and from growing up not having a whole lot of money, and, not being able to eat when I wanted to eat or when I was hungry. And, the whole you finish everything on your plate sort of business, which in and of itself turned into a complex. And didn't realize how bad it would affect me until I came to Korea, where there's community eating. It's not that you don't have your own plate. There's a community dish you eat from. And I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't stop myself from finishing whatever was left, because it was it's mine, the same way it's everybody else's. And if everybody else was finished and done, I had to eat whatever was left, because I couldn't let it go to waste. Like, there's so many complexes that I have to break through, so many barriers that I have to get through. And on top of all of that, I've used it as a coping mechanism and as an addiction to get through emotional times for myself, which I've had plenty of in my life. And it's like, I don't know how to get through these things. but I'm working on it. And fasting for me feels like it really helps. So I really want to do it. I got to figure it out though.